You wake up at 3 in the morning with that familiar, pressing need to use the bathroom. You carefully get out of bed, make your way to the toilet, and do what millions of people over 65 do every single day. But here is something that might surprise you. That simple bathroom trip could actually be increasing your risk of having a stroke. And the research findings are truly eye-opening. Recent medical studies from Johns Hopkins University have discovered that certain common bathroom habits can increase stroke risk by over 300% in adults over 65. Yes, you read that correctly. We are talking about tripling your chances of experiencing a life-changing or potentially fatal stroke just from something you do in your bathroom every single day. A groundbreaking study from the Cardiovascular Institute of California has caught the attention of doctors everywhere. The researchers carefully followed 15,000 adults over 65 for 7 full years. What they discovered will completely change how you think about your daily bathroom routine. The most dangerous habit they identified is something so common that 89% of seniors do it without giving it a second thought. When researchers measured what happens to blood pressure during this activity, they recorded spikes reaching as high as 180 over 110. That is dangerously high, stroke-level territory. Today, we are going to explore all 5 potentially deadly bathroom mistakes that could be putting your health and life at risk. There is one habit in particular that scientists have identified as the #1 hidden danger in the bathroom for people over 65. You will be amazed when you learn what it is and how making a simple correction could save your life. Number 5. Holding your breath while straining on the toilet. Let us start with something most people prefer not to discuss. The reality is that millions of seniors experience constipation or find themselves straining during bowel movements. While this might seem like just a minor inconvenience or embarrassment, this common act could actually trigger a dangerous chain reaction inside your body that significantly increases your stroke risk. Here is what happens in your body. When you hold your breath and push, which doctors call the Valsalva maneuver, you are essentially trapping blood in your chest cavity while squeezing your heart and blood vessels. This creates a sudden, dramatic spike in your blood pressure. Think of it like pinching a garden hose closed and then suddenly releasing it. The pressure builds up and then surges through all at once. For older adults, especially those already dealing with high blood pressure or weakened arteries, this sudden surge can cause blood vessels in the brain to burst or become blocked, leading directly to a stroke. A large-scale medical study, conducted in Taiwan, followed 2,000 stroke patients and made a startling discovery. Nearly 22% of these patients had suffered their stroke either while on the toilet or immediately afterward. That means almost 1/4 of all strokes were tied directly to this hidden bathroom danger. The study revealed even more concerning information. People over 65 who struggled with chronic constipation or who habitually strained while using the bathroom were at least twice as likely to suffer an ischemic stroke. This is the type of stroke caused by a blood clot blocking blood flow to the brain. But the dangers do not stop there. When you strain, your heart rate actually drops briefly, then suddenly surges back up. For some seniors, this roller coaster effect can trigger irregular heart rhythms called arrhythmias. These irregular heartbeats are a major risk factor for strokes, especially in people with underlying heart disease, which becomes increasingly common as we age. The good news is that there is a simple and effective solution. The best way to avoid this hidden stroke trigger is to never force a bowel movement. If you feel the need to strain, take a break. Stand up, walk around a bit, and try again later. Throughout the day, make sure you are drinking plenty of water to keep your stool soft and easy to pass. Add fiber-rich foods to your daily meals, such as oatmeal, fresh fruits, and vegetables. Fiber works like a natural broom, sweeping through your intestines and making elimination much easier without straining. Doctors also strongly recommend regular, gentle physical activity, like walking or stretching exercises. This helps keep your digestive system moving smoothly and your blood vessels healthy. If constipation continues to be a persistent problem, talk with your doctor about safe stool softeners or laxatives specifically designed for seniors. Just remember never to overuse these products and always follow your doctor's guidance. Number 4. Taking scalding hot showers. Now let us talk about something that feels absolutely wonderful, but could be silently damaging your cardiovascular system. Those steaming hot showers you love so much might actually be increasing your stroke risk more than you realize. Here is what happens inside your body when you step into very hot water. Your blood vessels immediately dilate, which means they open up wide. Your heart starts pumping faster and harder to keep blood flowing through these suddenly wider pathways. A comprehensive study from the University of Tokyo that followed 30,000 people for 20 years found something alarming. People who regularly took very hot baths or showers had a 26% higher risk of cardiovascular events, including strokes. The critical temperature appears to be 104 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything above that temperature starts causing problems in your cardiovascular system. Researchers explain the process this way. When you expose your body to extreme heat, your blood pressure initially drops because your vessels open up so wide. Then your heart goes into overdrive, trying to compensate for this sudden change. For someone over 65, whose cardiovascular system is already working harder than it used to, this creates perfect conditions for a stroke. As we age, our bodies cannot regulate temperature as efficiently as they once did. Our blood vessels are not as elastic and responsive. And if you have any plaque buildup in your arteries, which is common in older adults, that rapid change in blood flow can actually dislodge pieces of plaque, sending them traveling through your bloodstream. The solution is surprisingly simple and does not mean you have to give up warm, comfortable showers. Keep your shower temperature at or below 100 degrees Fahrenheit. This is still plenty warm and comfortable for most people. Consider installing a simple thermometer in your shower if you need help monitoring the temperature. Always start with lukewarm water and gradually increase the temperature if desired. Never go from cold to extremely hot water suddenly. Give your body time to adjust to temperature changes. Most importantly, limit your hot shower time to 10 minutes maximum. The Japanese study found that people who kept their showers under 10 minutes had significantly lower stroke risk compared to those who stayed in for 20 minutes or longer. Number 3. Sitting on the toilet for extended periods. It has become almost a cultural joke. People take their phones, magazines, or newspapers into the bathroom, turning what should be a quick trip into a long, relaxed escape from the world. But the longer you sit on the toilet, especially as you age, the more you unknowingly raise your risk for serious health problems, including stroke. Here is why this matters so much. Sitting for extended periods slows down your circulation, particularly in your lower body. Blood tends to pool in your legs and pelvis, and if you are sitting with your head down, scrolling through your phone or reading, blood flow to your brain can decrease significantly too. For seniors who already have a higher risk of circulatory problems like deep vein thrombosis and blood clots, this represents a real and present danger. A large observational study from the United Kingdom examined over 13,000 seniors and found something concerning. Those who regularly spent more than 10 minutes on the toilet had a 37% higher risk of cardiovascular events, including stroke, compared to those who kept bathroom breaks brief and purposeful. The reason behind this increased risk is straightforward but serious. Prolonged sitting can cause small blood clots to form in your legs or pelvis. If one of these clots breaks free and travels to your brain, it blocks blood flow and causes an ischemic stroke, which is the most common type of stroke. But blood clots are not the only concern. The position itself, especially if you are hunched forward with your elbows resting on your knees, can cause a slow, steady increase in blood pressure. Many people do not realize that when you are sitting in this slightly strained position, trying to relax and read or scroll, your body can actually go into a subtle fight or flight response. Your heart rate increases, stress hormones rise, and the end result is another significant risk factor for stroke. Here is where things get even more interesting. The blue light from your phone screen can actually play a part in increasing your risk. Recent research shows that screen time in the bathroom disrupts your body's normal relaxation cycle, making it harder for your blood pressure and heart rate to return to normal when you are finished. The solution is refreshingly simple. Keep your bathroom visits short and focused on the task at hand. Leave your phone, magazine, or book outside the bathroom. If you feel tempted to linger, Remind yourself that your bathroom is not a reading room or entertainment center. Make sure you are drinking plenty of water throughout the day, which helps prevent constipation and reduces the urge to sit and strain. And if you do need to sit for more than a few minutes, take breaks. Stand up, walk around, and give your body a chance to get the blood flowing properly again. Number 2. Getting up too quickly after sitting or lying down. Have you ever stood up quickly after sitting on the toilet or rising from a relaxing bath, only to feel lightheaded, dizzy, or even see stars for a few moments? For many seniors, this is more than just a fleeting annoyance. It can be a major stroke risk that deserves your attention. When you stand up fast, your body has to work overtime to pump blood against gravity from your legs all the way up to your brain. In younger people, the blood vessels respond quickly, tightening up to keep blood flowing smoothly where it needs to go. But as we age, those vessels become stiffer, and the response slows down considerably. The result is a sudden drop in blood pressure known as orthostatic hypotension. The Cleveland Clinic published important research showing that adults over 65 who frequently experience drops in blood pressure after standing had up to a 40% higher risk of both stroke and heart attack compared to those who did not experience these drops. Why does this create such a problem? When your brain is deprived of oxygen, even briefly, it can trigger a cascade of concerning reactions. Your heart may start to race, your blood pressure swings up and down unpredictably, and your arteries face unexpected stress. If you already have narrowed or weakened blood vessels, which is common as we age, this roller coaster effect can damage the inner lining of your arteries, making them more likely to become clogged or burst. Even a few seconds of lightheadedness significantly increases your risk of falling, and falls, especially in the bathroom with its hard surfaces, are one of the leading causes of traumatic brain injuries and secondary strokes in older adults. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, nearly 80% of bathroom falls involve people over 65. Head trauma from a fall can trigger a type of stroke called a hemorrhagic stroke, where dangerous bleeding occurs in the brain. The solution is both simple and effective. Make it a daily habit to stand up slowly and mindfully. When you finish using the toilet or step out of the bath, pause for a few moments first. Plant your feet firmly on the floor. Take a few deep, calming breaths and rise gradually. Give your body the time it needs to adjust, allowing your blood pressure to stabilize and your head to clear before you start moving. Number 1. Rushing to the bathroom and falling. You might not think of a simple trip to the bathroom as particularly dangerous, but for people over 65, rushing to the bathroom, especially during the night or early morning hours, can be one of the riskiest habits of all. It is surprisingly common for seniors to wake suddenly with an urgent need to urinate, often feeling a powerful urge they cannot ignore. That urgency, mixed with grogginess from sleep, poor lighting, and potentially unsteady footing, turns a routine act into a perfect storm for dangerous falls. What many people do not realize is that these bathroom falls are not just about broken bones or bruises. They are actually a leading cause of strokes in older adults. When you stand up suddenly, particularly from deep sleep, your blood pressure can drop quickly. Your brain gets less blood and oxygen for a few crucial seconds, which causes dizziness, loss of balance, and confusion. If you then rush toward the bathroom, especially in the dark or with obstacles in your path, your risk of tripping or slipping increases dramatically. Studies from the Centers for Disease Control show that more than 80% of all falls in seniors happen in or around the bathroom, and falls are the number 1 cause of traumatic brain injuries in people over 65. What is truly alarming is that head injuries from these falls can directly trigger strokes. When an older adult hits their head, even if it seems minor at the time, blood vessels in the brain can rupture or become blocked, causing either a hemorrhagic stroke from bleeding in the brain or an ischemic stroke from a clot. A 2020 study, published in the Journal of the American Medical Association Neurology, found that seniors who fell while rushing to the bathroom at night were 2.5 times more likely to suffer a stroke in the following month compared to those who did not fall. Falls often lead to microbleeds in the brain, tiny unnoticed injuries that weaken blood vessels and can create clots. Both of these can evolve into major strokes days or weeks later. The solution starts with acknowledging the risk and changing your nighttime bathroom routine. First and most importantly, never rush. When you wake up with the urge to go, take a moment to sit on the edge of the bed, letting your body fully wake up and adjust. Move your feet and flex your legs to get blood circulating before you stand. Always turn on a nightlight or lamp before walking to the bathroom and keep the path completely clear of obstacles, loose rugs, or any clutter. Now you know that the most ordinary bathroom habits can carry hidden dangers for your health. But you also know that simple, practical changes can significantly reduce your stroke risk and keep you safer every single day. These small adjustments to your daily routine could literally save your life. Remember, protecting yourself from a stroke does not require dramatic lifestyle changes or expensive interventions. It starts with being aware of these risks and making thoughtful, deliberate choices in your everyday activities. By taking your time, using proper lighting, staying hydrated, avoiding extreme temperatures, and being mindful of how your body moves and responds, you are taking powerful steps to protect your brain and maintain your independence for years to come. Talk to your doctor if you have concerns about any of these issues, especially if you are experiencing frequent dizziness, constipation, or balance problems. Your health is too important to leave to chance, and your doctor can provide personalized advice based on your specific health conditions and medications. Stay safe, stay healthy, and remember that every small step you take toward better bathroom safety is a giant leap toward preventing stroke and maintaining your quality of life.